Hey, hi everyone. This side Pankaj once again. Welcome, welcome to my channel, Pankaj IT Coder. And today we are going to continue our session on Hive. So as we know in our previous session, what we have covered, like how we can set up the Hive on our Windows operating system. So in this session today, we are going to do some more practical on Hive. Like inside a Hive, we are going to cover like how we can create a table inside it, how many types of table we have, and then we will create some tables and do some basics Hive command, and then we will load a data on those tables and perform some basics Hive command. And I hope you are aware about the SQL commands. Okay, so before going to start this session, so again I am telling you, you are watching my videos, so please do subscribe, share with your friend, colleague, and if you have any question, please do comment below, and I will definitely reply you back in case if you have any doubt and have more expectation related a video, what kind of video you want and all that. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so here you can see that already I have set up the Hive. I hope Hive, you know very well, we have set up a Derby database, a default database inside a Hive whenever you are set up these things. So here you can see that I got a Hive interactive mode. If I'll type Hive, so I'll get a interactive mode of a Hive. So here we will do some basic command of Hive. So basic command of Hive, like Hive is similar to SQL, and already I have told you that Hive, the language which we are going to do inside it, like HQL Hive query language. And if you don't know, already I have covered introduction of a Hive, what is Hive, and then compare with the MySQL and all. So if you don't know these things, please watch my Hive introduction session where I'll cover Hive architecture and everything about basics. So here in this session we are talking about, we will basically deal with the basic command, and we will create a types of table inside a Hive. Okay, so here we have an interactive mode. So the first thing what we are going to do, inside a Hive, there is a one command show database. So it will here you can see that already I have typed this command above, show database command. Okay, so this is a command. Okay, so okay, let me minimize the size. Okay, so this is a command show databases. So with the help of this command you can check there is a default database, and yesterday I have created a one database name is Pankaj IT Coder. Okay, so if I'll create a database inside a Hive, then there is a one basic command like create database, and you can give the name of database. So here I'm giving a database name is let's take any example of, like, take an example of Super Data Clue as a company, a very big company in IT sector, Super Data Clue. um, I'm creating a database. So now you can here you can see that it reflects the time like 0.64 second. It took to create this database. If you again you can type this show databases. So here you can see that if this is a command super data. This is the database name is super data clue. If you want to, now the next step, like how you gonna create a table inside it. But whenever if you don't choose any database, now it will reflect, it will take by default, it will take by default database. So whatever be the table you are going to create, I'll show you. So these are some basic command of Hive. um, I have some content, like, so I'm just trying to open this one. So already I have written this command. Okay, so I'll take a hide. So here you can see that whenever you are creating, so always use, So let's take an example first time. Suppose this is the command of creating a table inside a Hive. Okay, then the very simple and basic structure. If I'm gonna type, uh, let me copy. So where it will create if you don't choose your database. So here you can see that create table. Table name is employee personal, and inside it we can see like there is a list of column ID, name, city, address, phone number, and corresponding it I'll type the data types and all that, and then row format delimited, fields terminated by mm, fields terminated by this one. So let's see. Now you can see that where is this table is created. Show tables. Okay, if I'll type this command, so it will all reflect your table name. But if you can see that it picked by default this inside the default database. If I'll choose some other database like super data clue, so we don't have. I have choose this one, and again if I'll type this command like uh, s- uh, show tables, so nothing is there. So that is you can see that it will always create a table by default. Now if I'm again type this command, again typing this command, this is a term command. Now this time it will create inside this uh, mm, inside this super data clue database. Guys, there is a one property inside a Hive. Using a set command you can set your current data. It will reflect your current database here. So the name of that command is like current.db. So with the help of this you can you can also check what is the current database is running over here. So like Hive current db, through this command you can like set your current database of your Hive. So I'll how to check the current database of yours. So show database is a command, but if you want to set your database, so then there is a set command, Hive set command. With the help of this set command, so this is a this is a hive.cli.print.currentdb. So let me like run this command. So now you can see that if I'll set and hive.cli.print.currentdb equal to 2, so now you can see that it will show you this is my current database. It's good now. So if I'll choose something as like use there is a Pankaj IT coder database name is there. If I'll enter it, so now it will change the database. Now we have Pankaj ID. So it is helpful for you to like easily identify where I'm currently working. So the name of this command, using a set command of Hive, you can change, you can enable this property where it will show you the current database. Okay, so today we will basically focus on this thing. Today basically we will uh, uh, let me check some. Let me check some. Let me check some um, clear screen. Do we have CLR? Okay. Let I'm just clearing clear screen. Hive command. I think clear is the command. Clean up the content of screen in Hive. Okay. So I think there is a command clear. The help of it. Oh, it is not recognizing. Any other how to clear the content of Hive CLI? So let me see. It will clear all the content. Everywhere is like okay, not equal to. Shift not equal to. Enter. Yeah, cool. So we will always type this command, so it will clear our screen. Okay. So now now I can use some different database. Super data glue. I'll create my all table inside it. Okay, so it change the database. So now inside a Hive, we are going to talk about like types of table. So there are basically a two types of table inside a Hive. Uh, One is managed table and other one is external table. So managed table is also called a internal table. So always during the time of interview, when you are beginner or a corporate professional, they ask you this basic question like, what is the difference between managed table and external table? So everyone, and which one is good, like which one is good in these two format, and what is the difference between managed and external table? So guys, inside a Hive, we have two types of table: managed and external table. And let's see, I'll tell you how we can create the managed table and external table. So now here you can see that in this command, so create table employee personal, I have this here I can, so this is a command like create table. So by default, if you create any table inside it, it's by default a manage table. So if I'll copy this command, so already I have created this table having columns like ID, name, city, address, then phone number, and I'll corresponding it, I'll provide a data type it. And then these are the optional thing like row format, delimited, fields terminated by comma. What do you mean by this? And whatever be the data which we are going to load inside it, the field always be a comma separator. Suppose if you have a data set, why I'm here, you can see that I have a data type of this like employee ID, name, city, then address, and then phone number. So these data is basically a comma separated, so it will load the data inside it. So these are optional option. And there are lot of file format inside a Hive, so store as a text file. So if I'll create this table already existed, okay, so by default it will create your what kind of table is it, these are basically by default a managed table. Okay, so it will throw you a error. What kind of error you are getting? Like already exist exception, like a Hive super data glue personal already exists, you know? So this is the information you will get. So okay, and if you want to create an external table na, so please change the name of the table like emp personal, and I'm gonna give ext, and you have to like specify the keyword like external. It will create a external table for you. So it throw me a error, create external. Okay, um, error is cannot recognize the just clear. So this is a command like create external table, not create table external. I hope you understand what I'm telling you. So this is a command. So create external table, not table external. Okay, so if I'll enter it, and then there is a command show table. With the help of it, it will load all the table inside the table. So I have a two database. So now how we can see like a structure of these tables? So then there is a command inside a Hive, describe formatted. With the help of this command, you can easily check the uh, like um, easily check the structure of your table. So if I'll enter it, so here you can see that about this table you will get all the information. So it will tell you like column names. So these are the list of column we have: ID, name, city, address, phone, and corresponding in data type it is there. Then detailed table information. Database name is super data glue, owner is user, owner admin, and then when we created Sunday March 26th, and last access time unknown, and location by default it always load the data managed table on in by default this is a warehouse location of Hive. So during interview they will ask you what is the by default location of Hive inside HDFS. So user Hive warehouse, inside it we have a database, and inside a table name. And what type of table? Here it is clearly mentioned that managed table. Okay, and then these are the other information. Okay, and if I'll check information about uh, like e ext, clear screen. If I'll gonna create like check condition of ext. Okay, this is our external table. So here you can see that the what type of table is it, external, and it's by default location again inside a warehouse we have. So now guys, what we are going to do, we are going to load the data inside it. Don't worry about, you are still thinking why he didn't tell the difference between, he like skipped difference between managed table and external table. Don't worry, I'll tell you, but first let me load the data inside it. Okay, here you can see that we have like there is a one folder I have created, data hive. Okay, inside it you can see that we have these files like so. Well, what data I'm gonna load, this emp personal. Okay, so this is our data. We have employee ID, name, address, and then city and phone number, like address name. So I'm gonna load this data on our head table. So if I'll check the location, what is the location? And so this is our location we have. So I'm just copy how you can load the data from local to your Hive table. So I'm just passing this information. This is a like load data local in path and home admin data hive, and this is my txt file name, yeah, personal dot txt. I think so. What is the name of the file is employee personal dot txt. So now I'm gonna run this command and it will load data on my table. Copy. So this is a, so I'm typing, so it's loading a data inside my like internal table, loading data to table. Okay, so again show tables, so you can see it will load data on this table. So then there is a command using select star. This is your ddl command, emp emp underscore personal. These are the personal information. So I'm just using a limit command. I'm just loading 5 records. So what is the command? Select start limit. I just want to see the 5 recordings. So here you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 ID, and then this is a name. If you want to access only name column, so then there is a name. It will reflect you all the name. If you want only city, name and city, so then you can select the column which you want to see, like Simran and Noida. So successfully I have loaded the data. Clear. Okay, so now I'm gonna load the data on our external table. So this is the same command we are going to use, like load data from the local. So whenever you are loading any data, even you can load the data from the Hadoop also. The name of my external table is ext. Okay, I'm gonna copy. So I know that guys, you won't get yet, you won't have any idea, but now you can. So now if I'll check limit 5 records. So now you can see this is my external table data. Okay, so I have two tables, so tables. Okay, now clear understanding. If and even parallelly we can also check, this is now in Hadoop, the default location where it will store the data. Hadoop fs-ls. So there is a directory name user, a user, a user inside a user, we have a hive. Inside a hive we have a warehouse. Inside it, inside that warehouse, I'm typing whole command. Okay, warehouse. So inside we have a two type of database, like which we have created: super data glue and super data glue, Pankaj IT coder, and blah blah blah. So I'm gonna take this super data glue and dot db. So now you can see that we have two files inside it. The data actually are like employee person and employer. The data always is stored inside. If I'll check emp personal, so it will show you some data. So I told you that Hadoop on top of Hadoop emp like Hive always store their data inside this personal.txt. So this is a like actually uh, this is your file. So I'm just reading the data inside this file. Okay. So Hive always store their data on now another file like ext, and inside this personal ext. So this is the another data we have. Sorry. Inside this external table we have this data. Okay. So on both the location we have the data. Am I right? This is the first location. So inside this super data glue, we have both the tables folder, and inside it we have the data. Okay. Now what is the difference? So now let's see the difference. So how we are going to now let's see the difference. What exactly the difference? If I'll drop my personal by default, yeah, you want. Okay, command is not too good. So let's suppose drop table name is show tables. If I'll drop table emp personal, okay, and if I'll drop table emp personal ext, now I'll check both the table is dropped. Okay, now we will check. So you clearly here you can see that if you will drop the table, so you will lose the structure, like lose the table structure. Am I right? Schema. Basically, you can see that whenever we perform any drop table or a drop database, so you will gonna lose your schema for both the table. Means like table structure. But if you can see, if I'll type this command again, so here you can see. In case of managed table, you lose data as well. But in external case, you can see that my data is still alive. I'll show you. I'm gonna enter inside this thing. So it means that in case of managed table, you will lose your data as well as schema. In case of managed table, but in case of external table, you only lose your schema, not data. That is the beauty of external table. So always developer prefer this external table. If by default someone like drop your database or drop your tables, so you don't lose your data. You never lose your data in case of external table. But in case of managed table, you will lose schema as well as data. So again, I'll create a, like I have the location and I'll create my table structure on this location, based on this location. So how I'm create. So this is external table. If I'll pass location now you can see. I'm doing something. This is a load command basically. So where I have create my external table. Okay, this is it. Okay, so location I pass. So it will create my table. It will create my table on this, on top of this data set. So here if I type, this is my command, enter it. I'm getting some user blah 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 txt. Path is not a directory. Okay. But it is telling like don't give the file. Automatically load. Copy. Ah, super. So on that data set which is inside a Hive, it create my table, and I'm finger cross key it also. Let me clear my screen. Clear. So let me check where is my select. So no need to this. I'm finger cross. Yes, data is loaded. So that is a beauty. In case of managed table, like Hive maintain the schema as well as data. But in case of external table, Hive only manage schema, not data. So it means that if you will drop any database or a table, so you will lose your schema as well as data in case of managed table. But in case of external table, you only lose your managed structure, schema, not your data. So on top of it, you can again create your schema. So that's why I prefer external table. Okay, and but it's your responsibility. Can you tell me what is the disadvantage of external table? What is the limitation of the external table? Please do a comment on comment section. If you will give a right answer, I'll give you some course for you of Hive course through which the video through which you can do more exercise inside a Hive. Okay, so till here guys, I hope you like this session, and good luck. And if you have any questions, any comments, leave them below. Okay, and now meet on next session. On the next session we will do more exercise on this Hive. We will play more, we will make our hand dirty on this Hive. Bye bye till here. At last guys, I'm telling you, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, please press the bell icon and share with your friend and your colleague, so they will get this useful information. Okay, bye bye, see you.